standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please remain standing. I call upon Student Council President Sarah Hoffman to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to Scituate High School and the commencement ceremonies for the class of 2013. I would like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John McCarthy, Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jill Prue, School Committee Chair, Mr. Richard Hebert, School Committee Vice Chair, Mr. Michael Long, School Committee Member, Mrs. Brenda Bowen, School Committee Member, Ms. Robin Laverne, School Committee Member, Mr. Michael Hayes, Assistant Principal, Ms. Elizabeth Grindle, Assistant Principal, Mr. John Mills, the entire faculty of Scituate High School, an exceptional group of educators without equal anywhere in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I welcome the parents, the grandparents, the great-grandparents, cousins, and friends, and most importantly, and of course, the students of the class of 2013. At the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, if you are not coming to the all-night party, you are invited to view it in the small gym after the graduation ceremony. At this point in time, I call upon Student President, Mr. Jody Walls, to address the class.
Good afternoon, Superintendent McCarthy, Principal Wargo, faculty, parents, families, friends, and that guy up in the bleacher who just likes to come to graduations. Thank you all for coming. Most importantly, hello and congratulations to my friends of the class of 2013. As I look around, I am confident this class, our class of 2013, will do amazing things. Whether it's in business or medicine, athletics or the arts, we are a group that will explore and push boundaries. Hopefully, in reflection of our past 4 years, we can identify a moment that has sparked our interest, push us to develop a dream, and to strive for something bigger. This is a group that could one day do truly innovative things, like curing cancer, putting a man on Mars, or finally bringing lettuce to Maria's. Seriously, one of you is going to do it. I know it. It's definitely bittersweet saying goodbye to all of you in the Scituate community. We all have so many great things ahead of us, but some of our most cherished moments have been spent here in Scituate and spent together. Like riding together as we learn how to drive, waking up early to take the SATs, celebrating with one another as we earned our driver's licenses, as then we were free to go wherever we wanted, like back to the high school to take the SATs for the 4th time. I recently came across a story that has helped me reflect on these 4 incredible years. There was once an amazing daredevil named the Great Zumbrani, and he once performed a tightrope walk over Niagara Falls. It was rainy and windy, incredibly dangerous, but he made it across successfully. And once on the other side, he was met by an enthusiastic supporter who urged him to make a return trip, this time pushing a wheelbarrow, which the spectator had thoughtfully brought along. The Great Zumbrani was reluctant given the terrible conditions, but the supporter pressed him. "You can do it. I know you can," he urged. "You really believe I can do it?" asked Zumbrani. "Yes, definitely you can do it." "Okay," said Zumbrani. "Get in the wheelbarrow." There will be stormy times, rain and wind, but we will make it through. Our steady footing is our family. Our balance is our friends, and those teachers who have supported us. They believe in us, and that's what makes us unstoppable. We are ready for what's next. It may be everything we hoped for, but it may be something even better. We have spent the last 4 years as sailors, and Scituate will always be our home port. It's such a great feeling to know that if we ever feel lost or homesick, we can come back here to a great, amazing group of family and friends. I am so thankful to have spent the last 4 years with all of you. We are ready for what's next, and whatever comes, I will always be in your wheelbarrow. Thank you.
I now call upon class valedictorian, Ellie Quinzer, to make her address.
I don't have as many jokes as Jody, but I think I still have something good to say. So, good evening, students, family, faculty, staff, administrators, and everyone in our community who is here tonight. It really is a true honor to be standing in front of you all right now. The first thing I want to do is congratulate all of my classmates for making it here today. We have all worked hard for this moment, and no one can take that away from us, because we earned it. Before I say anything else, I want to take another minute to give our deepest thanks and respect to all of the Scituate High School faculty and staff who have worked to make this moment possible for all of us. We certainly would not have reached this point without their commitment to what they do and their commitment to us. So I was going to say let's stand and give them a well-deserved round of applause, but let's just give them another round of applause. And now I'm going to ask you guys all to stand up and give another thundering round of applause to some of the most important people in our lives, our parents and our guardians. look at ourselves for the first time as high school graduates, it is important that we remember exactly how we arrived at this point. As a student of Scituate High School, the most important lesson that I have learned over the past 4 years is that hard work and dedication are necessary in order to find your success. Like the great Coach Lombardi famously said, the dictionary is the only place that success comes before work. Work is the key to success, and hard work can help you accomplish anything. I believe that every one of us sitting here today knows exactly what I am talking about. Anyone who has ever stayed up late to finish an essay or gone the extra mile to perfect a project will agree and say that it is through hard work and dedication that we are truly able to learn and grow to be better intellectuals and be better individuals overall. What's more is that the dedication that we have put into our high school education has also laid a solid groundwork upon which our mature citizenship can develop. With our hard work has come this great success, our graduation. And now with this great success will come an even greater responsibility. As a new generation of well-educated graduates of Scituate High School, it is now our duty, our noble obligation, to give back as we move forward. We must use our diverse talents, our academics, our athleticism, our art, our music, our friendship and compassion, our dedication, and our hard work to make the community a better place. Whether you're going off to college, going off to work, going off to explore, or going to serve and protect our country in the military, you can make a difference. You can make a difference in your community, and you can make a difference in the world. Whether you impact one life or 1 million lives, your efforts can be meaningful, and I know that they will be for each and every person sitting here today. To reiterate the words that we heard from so many of the wonderful speakers at our baccalaureate and senior award ceremony, we are all unique. Like the puzzle pieces, we fit together to form one big community. As we continue to work hard and dedicate ourselves to making a difference, we must also remember, perhaps above all things, to honor each other as unique human beings, special in many different but equally meaningful ways. So congratulations, class of 2013. We made it.
I now call upon class salutatorian Teresa Hebert to deliver her address.
Superintendent McCarthy, members of the school committee, Principal Wargo, staff, family and friends of the class of 2013, welcome. I distinctly remember last year at the spring pep rally when we were juniors and saying goodbye to the class of 2012. They put a countdown on this wall right behind me with the number of days left at Scituate High School for each of the 4 classes. The seniors were nearly in single digits, whereas we, the juniors, had over 200 days left. It seemed like an eternity before we'd be in their shoes. With AP exams done, the college process over with, and getting ready for graduation, but here we are. While I was preparing this speech, I thought of all the graduation cliches I've heard over the years, going to my cousins' and friends' graduations, and how I absolutely wanted to avoid them. Of course, my Pinterest addiction didn't help as I turned there for inspiration facing writer's block, and the screen filled with quotes and sayings we heard over and over again. One cliche, however, stuck out. Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go." Although there was no one line that spoke to me, it got me thinking of places that have meant a lot to me, and to the class of 2013. Some may say our class lacked in school spirit. We certainly came in last in our fair share of pep rallies. But whatever our class lacked in school spirit, we overcame in town spirit. I've never met a group of people who have so much love for where they live. This can be perfectly summed up by one thing, the Scituate 500. For those who don't know, a Scituate 500 is when you pile in a car with a few friends and just drive through Scituate. Past the beaches, around the cliffs, no true destination, just taking in the view. For many of us, Scituate is one of the things we will miss most as we move on next year to a new part of our lives. We won't be able to drive 5 minutes in any direction and end up at 3 different beaches. It's the little things about Scituate that make it special, the details. I challenge you to find those special things wherever you are next year. Find the little things that make your school special. Even at SHS, many of us have found that special spot where we can truly explore our interests and be ourselves. For me, it was the Situation Room, writing articles, laying out pages, and figuring out how to get people interested in the next issue of the newspaper. For others, it may have been the art room, expressing themselves through painting, drawing, or photography. Some may have found themselves on the stage as they made personal discoveries while portraying a new character each year, and for others, the athletic field as they prepared to face each opponent. Make your own version of the Scituate 500 wherever you may be, whether it's Boston, New York, California, or anywhere in between. Find your spot where you can open up and do what you love. Some of us may be afraid of the immensity of the world you're entering, with bigger class sizes, bigger cities, and less guidance. But if you find your space, you can make any environment small and comfortable for you to make the most of your experiences. At first, it may be difficult to find your place next year in a school with thousands of people rather than our comparatively small group, but you will. Everyone was a little lost when they walked through these doors back in 2009, but now we'll leave having mastered all that SHS has to offer. The same will be true as we move on to the next stage in our lives. Just yesterday, a member of my family turned 100 years old. As I think of all the things he's been able to do in his 100 years of life, I think of how this is just the beginning for us. We may be celebrating the end of high school, but we are also celebrating the future, the beginning of a new step. We've not even begun to experience most of what we will in our lives, so don't shut out any dream. Continue to reach higher, dig deeper, and search farther than you already have. The class of 2013 has done some pretty remarkable things. Some may have doubted us when we entered the building as puny freshmen, known to be the troublesome class. However, as we depart, we've proved them wrong. High school is a time for growing up, and boy, have we done that. We've matured into artists, musicians, debaters, writers, historians, future politicians, scientists, and leaders. As you move on to new places, don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. And if they do, fight to prove them wrong. As I departed my final calculus class 2 weeks ago, Dr. Action left us with some wisdom that his father told him, and I'd like to share with you. He told us to do our best, find our gift, and share it. Some may know exactly what that gift is and are ready to share it when they walk on campus in the fall. For others, they may be still figuring it out. But whatever that gift is, it's our responsibility to share it with whomever we can. Our world faces some pretty big issues today, and we are the generation who must solve them. First, it may seem like it's impossible for you to make an impact, but you can and you will. SHS has prepared us for that. When we were visiting the elementary schools a few weeks ago, my 6th grade history teacher, Mr. Poirier, said something that has stuck with me, and while I was figuring out what to say to you all today, this idea kept coming back to me. Amongst other advice, he told us, you can always come home to Scituate. Yes, college will be great, and we will learn new things, meet new people, and have new experiences, but Scituate will always be here for us. Waves will always be crashing, tourists will still flock here every summer, and you'll still be able to spot one when they ask for lettuce and their burrito sub. Never forget the things you've done here. Be open to new things, but always remember what SHS has taught us. It's been a remarkable 4 years here, and as we leave these halls, we leave a legacy that classes in the future will continue to remember. We've started new traditions and hopefully set an example for classes to come. So as we pull into the driveway on this Scituate 500 and buckle up for the new journey to come, I want to leave you with one thing. It was something Walt Disney said, and I think it truly embodies what our future holds. He said, all your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. SHS has given us the skills to accomplish our dreams. Now we must simply have the courage to face whatever adversity we may come across in order to accomplish our goals and desires. It's been a great 4 years here, and I'm proud to be a member of the class of 2013.
This point will be entertained by the chorus. go back to the seats, I need to take a moment to thank all those people that have worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. And two people in particular must be called out for all the work that they do, Ms. Robin Hunter and Mr. George Sullivan. It is now my distinct honor to present the class of 2013 to this assembled body. My job is to define who you are to everyone here today, and I will do my best. They are musicians that have entered and entertained on the stoop, the stage, Symphony Hall, and Disney. They are academicians, amazing us with their depth of understanding in Calculus BC, service learning, engineering, literature of the self, and school to career classes. They are artists who bring joy and awaken emotions through their work. They are athletes that have accomplished tremendous personal feats and teams whose efforts have brought us to the edge of our seat and had us standing on our feet. They have made decisions to move on to college, work, and the military. They are thespians who transform a stage into another world, had us suspend disbelief, and delighted us with their productions. They are kind, respectful to the entire staff, sometimes even delivering coffee to their favorite teacher. They are the recipients of over 70 awards and scholarships that were handed out on Wednesday night, totaling over $125,000. They are members of the National Honor Society, the History Honor Society, the French, Latin, and Spanish Honor Societies. They are a compassionate class, raising money, awareness, food item, and coats for those in need. They were an integral part of the first ever Scituate Science Spectacular. They have traveled to our sister city in France, to Spain, to Guatemala, to New York, to Washington, D.C., and in Latin class, back in time, all in the pursuit of learning more. They are the crew from room 125 that delight us with their smiles on a daily basis. They have dedicated thousands of hours in serving the local, national, and international community. They have taken on countless leadership opportunities in student government, clubs, activities, and teams, and have excelled. They have made sure that all students feel welcome and are accepted for who they are. And they are the class that has never stood as tall as when they spent time at their former elementary schools and read to and worked with children who are no higher than their waist. They have started a tradition that will never be equaled. Knowing all this, the question is, what could I possibly tell the class to guide you as you move on to the next phase of your life? I sought the assistance of two noted thinkers in the history of mankind. The first is Confucius. According to a message I once found in a fortune cookie, Confucius is credited as saying, "Bup Xing Yang Da Ham Yan Shang De She Shu Shi." Loosely translated, a calm sea does not a sailor make. You have seen and experienced many turbulent events this year. You have been witness to acts defining the worst qualities of man and the awesome power of Mother Nature. But out of tragedy, you have seen the strength and resolve that exists in all of us. People responding with heroic acts, helping hands, and healing hearts. There will be many events in the course of your life that will test your will. It is how you respond to them that will define you. The second great philosopher I turned to was my mother. Now departed, she was a devout Irish Catholic who completed her formal education upon graduating from St. Columkille's High School in Brighton. Growing up, she provided my siblings and me with the following advice that at the time I truly did not grasp the complexity of, but I can see the value as I look back. She would say, "Be quiet." She knew that we are equipped with 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Learning is accomplished by listening more than it is by talking. She would say, "Go outside." She knew that play was more than just fun, but an important cog in our physical, social, and emotional growth. She would say, "Go to bed." She knew that we needed to have balance in our life. Too much of anything is not healthy. And finally, she would say, "I love you." She knew the life-altering impact love can have on us. No matter what happens to you or around you, know that you are loved. Unconditional love follows you everywhere you go, and regardless of your failings that you may commit. My thanks to the class of 2013 for taking me in. You have set the bar high for future classes to follow. Congratulations, and I wish you well. At this time, I call upon Superintendent John McCarthy to provide his address.
As your superintendent, it is my honor to be able to address the Scituate class of 2013. They're deservedly proud parents, family, and friends, and the community around them that helped to make this all possible. It is not a cliche to say that it took the village of Scituate to raise a child. Although your diploma may say Scituate High School, for most of you, this has been a 13-year journey. Today, you are graduating from the Scituate Public Schools. Admittedly, we don't know one another very well, this being my first year in Scituate. In fact, most of you only know me as the voice at the other end of a robocall saying, "There is no school today." We have shared 8 days with storms named like Sandy, Nemo, and Saturn, and how ironic that a storm named Andrea would force your graduation indoors. If nothing else, my first and your last year at Scituate High School will be memorable for navigating the weather that can present major challenges in this beautiful coastal town you call home. Despite our short time together, I've learned quite a bit about you. I know that you have made your mark on this school and community, and I'm not talking about the 2013 you carved into the hill behind the skate park. You are a class that has experienced triumph and tragedy. You have worked hard, succeeded in your academic pursuits, and are going off to some of the finest colleges and universities that this nation has to offer. You have traveled the world, going to places like Guatemala to learn about the cultures of others and to help those less fortunate than you. You have given countless hours of service to your community and beyond. You have fought hard for the causes that are meaningful to you. You care deeply about your environment. You are talented athletes, musicians, artists, and thespians. Whether it was on the floor of the TD Garden or on the stage of Scituate High School, you have entertained us, made us laugh and cheer, and above all, made us proud. But most of all, you are a class that supports one another. You have pushed one another to achieve all of the accomplishments you are celebrating today. The sum of the class of 2013 is far greater than any individual member of its parts. Nevertheless, tonight is not about looking back, it's about looking forward. After all, this is called the commencement exercise, and commencement means a new beginning. It's not that everything that has happened up until this point doesn't matter. In fact, it matters quite a bit. It has helped to shape who you are today and who you will become in the future. You see, all of you have one thing in common right now. Starting tomorrow, there will no longer be any bells ringing telling you it's time to go. There'll be no more teachers telling you to do your homework. No more school rules and regulations that seem silly. Your friends will have less and less influence on you. And even though they will try, your parents will have less influence on you as well. In fact, from this point forward, your life is going to be pretty much what you make of it. To this point, your life has been shaped by others. Now, let's see what you can do with it. Scary, perhaps, but this is also a very meaningful time for you. You are now officially considered an adult, and the decisions you make will be considered adult decisions. If you want to sleep a little longer, then sleep a little longer. If you want to linger at the beach a little longer, then linger. If you want to earn more money, then get another job. Or get a job, period. The choice is yours. Be who you want to be. Now, some of you are sitting there thinking you've got it all figured out. You know where you're going to college. You know what you're going to major in. You know what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Some of you even know who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Others are sitting there relatively clueless, not knowing what you are doing tomorrow, never mind for the rest of your life. But let me give you a little piece of advice that comes from 57 years of living. None of us have it all figured out. And speaking of advice, you're going to be getting a lot of it from families and friends about what you should do with the rest of your life. There will always be decisions to make, and life will certainly bring you many successes and failures. Some within your control, and others you can't control at all. However, the one thing you can always control is your attitude. Regardless of where your journey takes you, and I promise you that road will likely be full of twists and turns, with many hills to climb and some potholes along the way. Approach your journey with a wide-eyed enthusiasm of your first day in kindergarten. Does anybody remember your first day in kindergarten? If you do, you will open many new adventures, new ways of thinking, making new friends and connections, and learning all sorts of new things along the way. In a book by Robert Fulham entitled All I Really Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, we are provided with a list of those skills learned in kindergarten that have shaped our lives. So as you go forth from Scituate Public Schools, remember those lessons. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that are not yours. Say you are sorry, even if you're not. Continue to sing, play, and dance as much as you work. Take a nap every day. And most of all, be aware of the wonder that's all around you. I can't promise you a life of riches, and I can't promise you a life without pain. But if you remember to live those lessons learned in kindergarten, your life will be filled with all the joy and the wonder of that first day of school. So if you remember nothing else from what was said up here today, remember this. In the end, all that truly matters is your happiness. This message is best summed up in the lyrics of a song by Bob Marley. Love the life you live, and live the life you love. Never forget who you are and where you came from. And most of all, never forget those lessons learned in kindergarten. To the class of 2013, I congratulate all of you on what you have accomplished and wish you much happiness in your future. This is your life now, so live the life you love. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent McCarthy. We are now going to start the conferring of diplomas. I ask if you could please hold off with your applause to the very end. It allows us also to hear names as they're being called. So at this point, we will start the process of conferring degrees upon the class of 2013.
Teresa Catherine Hebert. Jody Patrick Wallace. Jillian Elizabeth Hutt. Molly Jean Driscoll. Sean Thornton McDonald. Sarah Ellen Hoffman. Brendan Eamon May. Olivia May Brandon. Zoe Grace Ryan. Elise Georgianne Dimitriadis. Kayla Patricia Aiken. Charles Francis All. Fiona May Ameling. Madeline Elizabeth Anthony. Ashley May Avila. Griffin Miranda Baker. Haley Nicole Banks. Paul Matthew Barnes. Hope Elizabeth Barrett. Nicole Ann Begnon. Gideon Shalou Bernstein. Teresa Marion Essay. Catherine Walker Black. Joshua Peters Blacker. Kawa Elizabeth Landry Boucher. Clifford Patrick Bowe. John York Brady III. Thomas Michael Brenner. Emily Marie Brown. Christopher Clinton Bacall. Daniel Edward Buckley. Hannah Therese Buckley. Michael James Bowman. Bridget Mary Burke. Michael Charles Caleri. Darian Colby Callahan. Michael Charles Cangemi. Aaron Robert Croak Capodanno. Tucker Andrew Seesaw. Melanie Laura Cohen. Dylan Joseph Collins. Grady Maynard Camo. Daniel Anthony Cooney. Patrick Garrett Cooney. Jenny Marie Coppola. Robert James Corbin III. Courtney Marie Julia Cottle. Samantha Ann Coughlin. David Lloyd Cox. Scott Edward Crowley. Stephen Michael Crowley. Thomas Michael Cuneo. Brady Craig Cunningham. Joseph Peter Daly. Christopher Charles D'Angelo. Andrew Stephen Del Grosso. Mark Anthony Del Grosso. Ariel Summer Dorothy Dickerman. Patrick William Dixon. Elizabeth Daly Doherty. Michaela Margaret Doherty. Andrew Luke Don. Grace Erin Duffy. Regina Elizabeth Dwyer. Taylor Morgan Ekstrom. Molly Maxine Farrell. Andrew James Fiddler. Sarah Elizabeth Finnegan. Caitlin Myra Fitzmaurice. Matthew Paul Flanagan. Ross Fox Flieger Allison. Lois Foote. Colleen Patricia Ford. William Joseph Ford. Ryan Michael Ford. John Ernest Foster. Caitlin Marie Fougere. Megan Elizabeth Fountain. Emma Joy Freeman. Benjamin Russell Garner. Cara Elizabeth Gaziano. Evan Edward Geary. Matthew Anthony Gentile. Patricia Jane Gerbis. Connor James Gibbons. Josephine Granigan. Alexander Sprague Gunn. Riley Amanda Gayet. Brandon Stephen Hagan. Kathleen Ann Harrigan. Melissa Catherine Harris. Sarah Beth Haskell. Michael Andrew Hassett. Emily Ann Hermance. Catherine Elizabeth Hewitt. Audrey Elizabeth Huff. Hannah Nicole Hoffman. Henry Foreman Holmes. Connor Ruffner Horgan. Trevor Ruffner Horgan. Jane English Humphrey. Gregory Aaron Hurley. John Robert Cars. Amanda Ellen Kaskowitz. Molly Mahoney King. Joseph Cameron Couch. Zachary Edwin Koziel.
Carter Anthony Capcella. Emily Honor Law. Nikki Christina Lazarus. Christopher Raymond LeClaire. Tyler Jason Lewis. Matthew Paul Leva. Andrew Christopher Linker. Gregory Russell Logue. Gabriela Elizabeth Lopez. Michaela Christine Lovering. Daniel James Lynch. Marie Ann McCune. Christy Ann McEachern. Alejandro Lorenzo Donaldo Macedo. Kaylee Marie Mahoney. Christina Marie Mahoney. Carolyn Adele Malone. Peter James Marathis. Grace Catherine Marhofer. Claire Elizabeth Markham. Marissa Ann Marshalka. Danielle Schmitz Martin. Kelly Alice Martin. Kari Ricardo Mason. David Patrick Mavilia. Bradford Joseph McCluskey. Kylie Marie McHugh. Julia Catherine McIntosh. Matthew William McCrae. Christopher Andrew Michaud. Annie Margaret Miller. Madeline Lee Monahan. Jeffrey Lawrence Murray. Ryan Charles Nigerian. Cormac O'Halloran. Luke Thomas O'Malley. Juliana Drew O'Sullivan. Taryn Joseph O'Toole. John Cornelius Page. Shia Marie Palmer. Bridget Michelle Paré. Matthew Edwards Peterson. Cal Tyler Pettinelli. John Daniel Pinkham. Jane Mary Polito. John Edward Ralston V. Chelsea Lee Riccardi. Emily Lorraine Richard. Christopher John Robotham. John Michael Rosen. Arthur Joseph Rosenquist. Stephen Jeffrey Rothstein. William Hugh Russell. Shannon Maureen Ryan. Dante Sacitella. Junaid Jahan Sadek. Rachel Elizabeth Sandham. Tyler John Serra. Morgan Alexandra Sheehan. Riley Carol Sheridan. Nicholas John Shushan. Hannah Bailey Smalls. Anna Kathleen Smith. Christopher Robert Smith. Desiree Sophia Snyder. Robert Kurtz Summer. Curtis Cortland Spalt. Michael Joseph Stewart. Hannah Celia Dickinson Stokes. Madison Ames Stone. Sheila Whiteman Hackett. Hunter Brian Sullivan. Roisin Isabel Oglesby Sullivan. Paul Matthew Svensson. Joseph Daniel Sweeney. Christopher Michael Sylvester. David Joseph Sylvester. Anna Catherine Talbot. Elizabeth Tyndall Tedeschi. Kylie Shee Tony. Justice Eric Trask. Keaton Michael Trevina. Brianna Marie Trefiro. Patrick James Tuig. Coriana Ashley Tyler. Daniel Alfred Versace. Nicholas James Walker. James Robert Walkins. Tess Divine Walter. Kelsey Susan Werner. John Henry White. Marissa Holly White. Elizabeth Grace Whitehouse. Nikki Cao Yang. Henry Jones Young. Lindsay Irene Zappalo. At this time, I would like the class of 2013 to please stand. I ask you to please take the tassel from the right side of your cap and move it to the left side of your cap. I now declare you graduates of Scituate High School.